Hi everybody, welcome back to the Young Grower. So in this video we're going to be doing our July allotment tour and we're going to start down here on the NoDig kitchen garden. So let's do this.
Call me out, tiger. Call me out, why don't you love? Lift me up higher above the clouds, won't you love? When the scenery is right, go right in. I wanna fall deep within. Don't leave me hanging just 'cause I'm too proud. Whisper away my outdated doubts. Somebody do me the courtesy, dress me down. I'm not that old yet, I'm far too young to not stand my ground. But my ways are mine and I don't wanna change, not even for love.
So this tour is going to be a lot quicker than the previous one. If you want to see exactly what we're growing, go back and watch June tour. That will give you more details and I'll tell you about the varieties that I'm growing. This month we're just going to walk around and show you what is growing good. I'm just so busy, there's so much going on, from the polytunnel to the chickens, it's too much. So yeah, we're just going to have a quick walk around, so let's go. So let's start in the greenhouse, and this greenhouse is doing amazing. This is NoDig greenhouse, and we have lots of different varieties from Amish paste, Costa Luto, pocketbook, orange banana, with some aubergines at the end as well, but look at these. And we had a bit of one snap over there, so tied them up just to give them a bit of extra support, hopefully the size of that one. But they are starting to ripen. I noticed today what is absolutely amazing, I've been feeding these with the Natural Grower liquid feed and it's absolutely amazing. The tomatoes look so good. And I've not been down this plot for about a week or so. I've did a bit of weeding and stuff today, but I've not done much. I've probably spent about an hour doing bits and bobs. So hopefully this will just show you with NoDig. There's not much work. I could leave this plot for a while. We've had quite a lot of rain, so I've not really had to water. Can't remember the last time I actually watered these plots, to be honest with you. Yeah, the sweet peas still doing really well. No climbing. Quite a lot of them are starting to go to seed. It's hard to get every single one, and it seems to be later in the evening I cut them and I miss them, but I thought I'll leave them for now to show you, and we will remove them later. But this archway is amazing. It failed on this side. I did plant some bits, but yeah, nothing really grew. So next year, sweet peas both the way. Oh yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Cosmos, these are self-seeded. There's 4 plants, I think, down there. They popped up in the middle of the raised bed, so I just moved them over there. These are doing, oh, I love them. They're great for the wildlife as well, but constantly deadhead. That way they will just keep producing, and I'm terrible. I don't use snips much in the garden. I'm a bit brutal, but it works, as you can see. Sunflowers, some of them are so tall. I'm 6'3" and I'm looking up to that. Then we have some kale down here that the slugs have been having a good old feast of. I've been picking it off for the chickens, so I'm not too fussed if they have some. The growing point is still good, so hopefully they'll continue growing. We had a roll of mooly there, as you can see. They've gone to seed, but look how glorious they are. and there's lots of bees on them earlier, so I thought I'll leave them in. And then we got the multi-sown beetroot, and I did a harvest of these a week ago, maybe a bit longer. That was when I was last on this plot, and I've left some of the remaining ones to fatten up. But yeah, there'll be hopefully another harvest, and maybe 2 there. I did say I wasn't doing a full-on tour, so let's just get back to having a quick look. Down here we have some multi-sown beetroot, and there's a sunflower there, if you see it. It's fallen over, but I've just let it be because it's sending up loads of side shoots. Well, it's absolutely amazing. I don't mind not having to walk down there because I'm not on this plot much at the moment. Then next to the beetroot we have the Ford Hook chard from Real Seeds. That's the one with the sweet stem. And then we have some multi-sown leek. Just look how well they're doing. Got this method from Charles Dowding. Then next to it we have a row of marigolds that, yeah, haven't really survived. Then this was a little gem lettuce that I did for myself and for the chickens, but the slugs have had a good feast when I've not been here. Then we have some more cosmos, and then some basil. I think there's cinnamon basil, finissimo basil, and a mammoth basil, I believe. But I'm just letting them go to seed. Hopefully they'll sow seed for next year. Then this bed's a bit of a weed patch, if I'm honest with you. Got peas there that have been devoured by something. Some bindweed as well. Some cosmos, and we have a salvia hot lips. The carrots aren't doing too bad. I accidentally pulled one up when I was weeding earlier, what I'm a bit annoyed about because I don't want to encourage carrot root fly, but it's a stumpy one, but I'm happy with that. So there are bright lights chard there that I've left to go to seed. This was the red one. I'm hoping it'll just self-seed in this bed. Free chicken food. More cosmos. This was self-seeded as well, and that's what, 2, 3 plants. Then we have the Devon of Glory pea that I'm leaving to go to seed, that I'm going to pick very soon. Just waiting for some dry weather to dry them out a little bit. More multi-sown leeks that are doing well. Sunflowers, they're not doing the best, they're the teddy bear sunflowers. But you see they are, got some heads on them, so hopefully soon they will go. And then we have, that is a self-seeded sunflower. But look at the size of the stem. It's absolutely humongous. I had to break all the side bits off it, sent off like that. It was just, yeah, getting too big. And there's also a dahlia just hid down there. Well, it's actually not been eaten by the slugs, so I'm very surprised about. So now we're onto the back patch. And this is the corn, pumpkins. They were meant to be runner beans. They got eaten. And we've got the bunk beds there that are turned into an archway. Well, I found the bunk beds just in the back lane. I thought, oh, they make a good archway. So we grew our Swiss Giant heirloom peas up them, and they were saved seeds from last year. And we're leaving them now to go to seed. And we're going to be sharing a lot more of our seeds, hopefully, as if we save a good amount with some of you guys, so we can all carry on growing, yeah, and share them with more people. Down there we have the Boston squash, and we'll go up that way and then we'll work our way around. So just down there is a Pacific Giant pumpkin, and it's living up to its name. So it just started going this way, and then it's all these is that. So on the giant pumpkin, I think there's about 7 I counted the other day. So there's one there, we got one down there that is huge already. There's another one just over there. There's another one amongst that somewhere. And then there's also one down here. But it is mental. It's just planted there. And yeah, we're just letting it go wild. It did start going that way, that one. So I had to take it off because we have lots of corn. This one, this variety is really early. Was absolutely amazing. I gave it a good, and sometimes I go like this to give it a bit of a extra So at least that way you know you've put some on there and hopefully it's pollinated, but they're starting to fatten up really well. This is the first lot of sow-ins, and the next lot is up the top plot. Well, there's a lot behind, but that's fine because it gives us a longer harvest. Another baby one down there. Yeah, they're just everywhere. And here we have some sunflowers that have fallen over. That one's like gone all wonky. I've just got a theme for leaving sunflowers this year, just to do what it does. And it's actually doing okay. And then there's some more calendula, some weeds as well that need to be done. This is not my plot permanently, so I've not done proper no-dig method on this. It's just using what there is. And then there's some pumpkins and lots of spinach planted there. What is going to be for the chickens. In this greenhouse we have sweet potatoes, and these are just planted in the 36 litre poly pots. I've not done anything special. Bloodfish and bone. Yes, and they're doing okay. They do need a good water, but actually looking good. So in this bed now is mainly summer squashes and some winter squash, as well as lots of calendula. There are some few tomatoes that haven't got blight yet, but we got crown prince. We have crookneck bent squash, another one over there, and we also have some petty pans. This one's from Baker Creek Seeds. It does go a little bit bigger, I believe, so I'm going to leave that a little bit longer just to see what happens, but I'll probably harvest it very soon. And we have some cosmos. This is the Swiss giant peas that we're leaving to go to seed. And then we have flashback calendula that I've absolutely fallen in love with, because they start off with one colour and then they turn like this colour on top and like that underneath. They're absolutely beautiful. I'm regularly harvesting all my calendula to dry to make some calendula salve. So later in the year we will do videos on that, making some herbal products and stuff. And then more calendula, and it's pretty much the same on this side. There's a few squashes, some cucumbers growing. I think there's a crystal lemon cucumber there. I believe that's what that is. Cosmos. That tomato plant has blight, and so does these, so we're going to remove them. I was going to do it earlier, but I had to go in the greenhouse, so I thought I'd leave it till after. More calendula, and there's some more cucumbers and bits planted down that way. And in here there's a mixture of squashes. I know there's a Sibley squash over there and it comes across, so I think that's what this is. But it's huge already, if you can see. So yeah, I'm going to need to get something to go under that, I think. Growing at a weird place. Another one there. Another one there. Another 1, 2, 3, 4. So this looks like it's going to be a very prolific. There may even be some more under here, haven't looked. Yep, another one there, and it's going that way, sending off. And this here, I believe, is that giant pumpkin that they just don't stop. So at least one good thing, we should have a big harvest of winter squash this year. And here we have another one of those summer crookneck squash, I believe it's called. This one here is a lot bigger than those at the back, but it's not fruiting yet. But it looks like it's going to produce a lot more than those at the back. They're rubbish, I'll say it. But this one is not rubbish. This is the Boston winter squash, and look, it's nearly ready to harvest. So they say to harvest squashes once this bit dries up, and as you can see it has started to dry up, so I'm going to leave it a little bit longer, then snip it off, because as you can see the rest of the plant is not doing that good. So I'm thinking if I remove that one it may allow another fruiting, but it's not like we need more really, do we? And I think this is the Mollusque de Marquis, something like that. There's no fruit on that one yet. There's a few other squashes and bits I've probably missed. But if you want to see this in more detail and actually know more about the varieties I'm going, go back and watch last month's tour or the month before. Yeah, and I will give you lots more details. Brassica cage is doing really good. The kohlrabi is due to be harvested. Kale's doing really good. I'm regularly harvesting from that, and the chickens are even having some cauliflower. Some of them started to rot, so I did remove them. Lettuce is pretty much gone, there's one left. So this bed we had the garlic in it, and anything that's in here now has self-seeded. I haven't planted anything. So we have lots of sunflowers. We have two big sunflowers. One's gone that way, fell over. Another one's gone that way. But I'm loving the fact that when they do fall over, they send out a lot more flowers. And the way it's fallen on the side of the bed, it's perfect. It looks absolutely glorious. Then we have self-seeded tree spinach, and every day it just gets bigger and bigger, and I've picked loads of it off already for the chickens. But the plan is to let this self-seed quite a lot, because it is free chicken food. And I've got some autumn harvesting broad beans. Apparently they're the first ever ones that you can harvest in autumn. I got them from Sutton, so I'm going to plant these in here, I think, and see what we get. There's some nice space there, some more cosmos. Then over there we have the parsnips, and then next it was the carrots. But yeah, let's go have a closer look and I'll show you the mistake I made on them. So the parsnips are very big, very heavy leaves, and they did just flop over, and I thought I'll leave them. It might act as like a natural repellent for the carrot fly, but it just blocked out the light. So quite a lot of them died back, all the leaves, but they're actually sending these shoots up. But I made the decision that I'm going to actually harvest all of these, because I need to thin out the parsnips as well. Yeah, so let's hopefully, we got baby carrots, so I may do a video or a post about that in the coming week. There we have some more of the Glory of Devon pea, and I've just left that to go to seed. And we have more blue-eyed beans that are actually growing really well. Stuff on this plot, not the back section, like my NoDig main plot. Slugs aren't that much of a problem. As you can see, no damage to these. There's even a sweet potato still there. But if they were planted at the back, gone. So when we cleared this plot and did the preparation work we did, it did help. Still can't believe the size of them. A lot more sweet peas next year. A lot more sunflowers. Look how good those marigolds are in there. I've had no problem with pests in that greenhouse this year. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. I'll probably jinx myself saying that now, but definitely going to be doing this way every year from now on with my tomatoes. Last year I had blossom end rot, I had stress plants, it was just a nightmare. Then I created the NoDig, or Keelan created the NoDig beds in there, and yeah, they're loving it. I haven't got to water as much because it's very clay underneath, so it's just acts as a water reservoir pretty much. It was absolutely brilliant. They've rooted down into it, so when it rains, like it has a lot, yeah, I haven't got water. Apples on this fruit tree are doing really well, absolutely loads of them. I've been regularly cutting back the lemon balm and taking it home to dry. I'm just drying it and putting it into a jar for now. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to use it for, but I may as well harvest it and use it. I forgot to show you these. We've got some more strawberries in the strawberry hanging basket we did. If you haven't saw the video of this, yeah, go back and watch it. We planted some organic strawberries in hanging baskets, and they're doing really well. But they are the same varieties of these, but they've started flowering again. That's brilliant. The sweet peas are just absolutely glorious. So I hope you've enjoyed this July allotment tour. I'm sorry it's a quick one. I will make it up in the next month tour, maybe. Hopefully I'm not too busy. So some of you may be aware that I am launching a grow calendar for 2021. So in this calendar there are going to be some key dates when I start things, I've used my personal grow diary from this year and last year and put them in the calendar because I have so many people asking when do I start things, and this isn't going to be one to say this is when you start it. It's more think about starting it. I'm a couple weeks ahead of the rest of the country, so at least this way it gives you time to sow what I'm sowing, grow what I'm growing, and even extend your harvest. I've teamed up with a local artist to do this, and we're using photos I took throughout the year to encourage you to grow something different, grow organic or grow heirloom. I'm hoping to team up with some companies that I use. I have sent some emails out, so hopefully there'll be some extras in there as well. Fingers crossed. So part 2 will be coming very soon, and we'll be up the chicken orchard. There's lots to show you up there. It will be a quick one as well. So we've got the polytunnel to show you. That is nearly done. The chickens have been mixed together. Lady Bee is sat on more eggs because she went broody again. Yeah, it is going to be a lot to show you in a short time. So thanks for watching, and we'll see each other soon.